There was a shocking development in the NFL. Ezekiel Elliott suspended now for 6 games after not just an incident of domestic violence, but multiple incidents of domestic violence. And this really does bring back the Ray Rice situation and whether he got screwed based on the punishment that he got.
Harvey, this is so bad for Ezekiel Elliott, who is the biggest rising star in the league. He was crushing it for the Dallas Cowboys last year. This rookie who's supposed to be the next big superstar. Now the NFL has conducted an investigation and they found out, they believe that there is, they said, compelling evidence that he attacked his girlfriend 3 different times last year in a period of a week. And injured her all over the place. Face, hands, wrists, knees, hips, beat her up 3 different times. And
Evan, you should say, this is in a 4-day or 5-day period. He did it once, 2 days later he did it again, 2 days later he did it again.
That's right. That there seems to be a pattern of battery here from Ezekiel Elliott, and there were photos to back it up. Now, the big situation here is prosecutors looked at this because the woman went to police and prosecutors ultimately declined. But the NFL says when they talked to prosecutors, they said it's not that they didn't believe the woman, it's just that they felt like they didn't have enough evidence to get a conviction in court. And obviously,
which is beyond a reasonable doubt in a criminal case. And that's a high standard.
Exactly. Well, yeah, why am I telling you? You know all this stuff, of course.
No, I love when you inform me of the law.
Thanks, I try. Here's the bottom line, though, for Ezekiel Elliott, right? He's going to miss 6 games, but on top of him missing 6 games, I think that this is a death blow to his image. I don't know how you get back and you root for somebody that has a pattern of attacking a woman like this. I think that I wouldn't be surprised if he starts losing endorsements.
You're going to hate me for this.
What's that?
You're going to hate me for this.
Going to come back and have a good season. People are going to root for him again.
And then all's forgotten.
But also, there have been so many domestic violence cases in the NFL that you almost expect it. I think the Michael Vick situation still, because it was so different and unique and horrible, that if he can come back, Ezekiel Elliott can come back.
Because there are guys playing right now in the NFL that have domestic violence histories, right?
A lot of them.
Well, I mean, look, there are cases going on all the time. I know 2 cases against 2 players were thrown out of court. So it's hard to get a domestic violence conviction.
But we're not talking conviction. We're talking about the NFL.
Like you said, it's a reputation.
I want to get back to Ray Rice, because remember Ray Rice, he got 2 games, and Roger Goodell had the video. He saw that video of him of Ray Rice knocking his fiance out in the elevator, and he had it and he saw it and he gave him 2 games. Figured it would be buried, nobody would do anything. We got the video. TMZ Sports posted it. Everybody went crazy. And then he decides, well, I got to save my own ass. I think that's what he did. And he said, look, I'll give him an indefinite suspension. And it's like, that was 1 incident, and we're talking Ezekiel 3. Right,
well, here's the situation, though. Remember, after Ray Rice, because of all the criticism that came at the NFL, they changed their policy. In 2014, there was a new policy where if there was a domestic violence incident, it's an automatic 6-game suspension, which is what Ezekiel Elliott got. And then if there's a second incident, you can be banned from the league for life. So Ezekiel Elliott was informed that he got the 6-game suspension for this series of incidents, and then if it happens again, he could be banned from the league forever.
Do you know what really bothers me about that? I'm sorry, I'm really bothered by that. This one-size-fits-all punishment doesn't make sense to me. Because
there's varying degrees.
If I just push Kelly,
don't do that.
No, but if I push Kelly, and we have some relationship, that could be considered domestic violence. If somebody beats the crap out of you and sends you to the hospital, that's also domestic violence. Those are 2 very different things.
I think they're saying the minimum is a 6-game suspension, Harvey. So if you push Kelly, you're going to get 6 games. If you sock Kelly in the face, you could get 12 games, 2 seasons, 3 seasons.
Evan, I'm sorry. But Ezekiel Elliott, he's as good of a player as he is. If he beat her up 3 times in 5 days or 4 days,
in my opinion, that should count.
Minimum.
That should count as 3 different incidents, right?
Well, or just look at them together and say, is that really the minimum?
Yeah. The other thing, Harvey, that they considered when they punished Ezekiel Elliott is, remember that video we got of Ezekiel at a St. Patrick's Day parade earlier this year where he grabbed a woman's top and ripped it down, which a lot of people consider to be sexual assault. You can't do that. The league says this was conduct that is not acceptable, that violates the NFL's player conduct policy, and they considered this when meting out the punishment against him as well.
Hey, TMZ, how you doing? My name's Howard.
Midland.
Raleigh, North Carolina. And whether Elliott did it or not, the league found that it was enough evidence to suspend him. And honestly, he signed the contract They have rules and they have policy.
Are you a football fan?
Yes, of course, still a nation.
Would you draft Ezekiel Elliott on your fantasy football team knowing this?
Honestly,
good question.
His personal life and his talent should be separate. His image, I think it will be hurt, but a lot of players have done worse. It's kind of common.
Wow.
It'll take him some time,
Wow.
but I think his career will survive.
To Kelly's point earlier, by the way, Ben Roethlisberger's still in the NFL.
Well, that's a true statement.
Yeah.
Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.